Hello and welcome. My name is Jason and I'm the owner and founder of Reforming Trauma Coaching and Counselling. This is part 2 in a series of factors which makes you vulnerable to manipulation. In the first part of this 2-part series, we discuss manipulation as being an act of deceitful or improper influence over others. We also discuss how people-pleasing, having a victim mindset and a lack of emotional intelligence can make you vulnerable to manipulation. In this video, we'll have a look at 4 more factors which makes you vulnerable. Let's go. Having strong ethics and morals can make you vulnerable to manipulation. This sounds counterintuitive, but it is true. Manipulators love a challenge. The manipulator's mindset is the higher you are, the further you fall. Manipulators know that people are often ashamed and embarrassed about their transgressions or mistakes. And if you are a public figure, for example, with a reputable image to maintain, you may be willing to go to great lengths to hide your transgressions, including bending to the manipulator's wills and demands. Furthermore, thinking that you are incorruptible can lead you to lower your guard and thus become an unwitting target. The second factor is passive people who are passive. Passive people often avoid conflict and disagreements at all costs. Unlike people pleasers, passive people are not overly concerned with maintaining connections, as they are more concerned with simply not getting involved in drama, arguments, and fights. Passive people are quite willing to give in to manipulators just to maintain peace and harmony. It's not necessarily that passive people are weak, scared, or afraid. They just don't like the cognitive and emotional arousal associated with conflict. The third factor that can make you vulnerable to manipulation is thinking that you are special or unique. The more that you think that you are special or unique, and the more that you rely upon validation of others to confirm this specialness and uniqueness, the more susceptible you are to the manipulator's deceit. Manipulators are more than happy to feed your ego if it allows them to take advantage of you. Manipulators have no shame, and they'll temporarily play doormat to you and your specialness if it gets them what they want. Manipulators treat these sort of people like sleight of hand tricks, right? They focus their target on the attention that they are receiving while swiping their wallet from their back pocket. Obviously, that's an analogy. The last factor that can make you vulnerable to manipulation is being a victim of past abuse or trauma. Manipulators are a lot like bloodhounds. They can smell a vulnerable target from a mile off, and they have an uncanny sense for detecting if you are being abused or taken advantage of in the past. You should always hold your cards close and don't overshare, particularly with people you have only just met or recently met. Manipulators will disguise their questions about your past as mere curiosity, when in fact they are trying to figure out how easy it will be to take advantage of you. There we go. That's the end of the 2-part series.